And just as far as you know, a lifestyle which extends, you know, your lifestyle extends to the way you look and the way you talk and the way you act. And anyone that would consciously, you know, apply any sort of rock and roll cliches to their life obviously would not fit into being a Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Tonight on Breaking Out of Bounds, we're featuring a band that we think embodies the philosophy of the show. The Red Hot Chili Peppers have been around since 1984 and have seen their share of ups and downs. During that time, they have never been afraid to test musical limits, never afraid to be outrageous. They've combined funk, punk, rap, and rock into a hybrid form that is uniquely their own. And they've been known to perform live wearing only socks on their Johnsons. They do what they want to do and are appreciated greatly for it. Because of this, it's taken success a while to catch up with them, but it certainly has. Their album Mother's Milk has gone gold, and their latest release, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, is doing even better. Recently, they let us come at the last moment to tape them live at one of their shows in New York. It wasn't a made-for-TV event, played before a hand-picked audience in a sterile environment, and we did not dictate to the band how we were going to shoot it. Now, before the show, we asked singer Anthony Flea if we could get a camera on the stage, and he said he didn't think it would be a good idea because he might knock the guy over. And he was probably right, as you'll soon see. First, though, you're going to see a rather unusual interview that was taped in their dressing room before the show, and we think it's pretty cool because some of the subjects we discussed. You be the judge.
I'm here with Anthony Flea from the Peppers. You know, in theory, your music is kind of black and white, do you know what I mean? And, you know, it's got a lot more going on. It's got rap and funk and, you know. Why do you think that your audience is still primarily white?
We actually, as a band, have no theory. We used to have a theory, but the Berklee College of Music borrowed our theory once, and they have yet to give it back.
The music that we play is for everybody, and it's not like we definitely don't try to target any particular audience.
Unfortunately, it's the music industry that sort of limits our accessibility to people of different colors.
But it's like, you know, our music has been too funky to get on the rock stations.
Well, they're also the payoffs.
Yeah. And too hardcore and rocked out to get on the black stations.
But you know what? This show is about busting down those barriers, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You know, with any band, like you can say, like any band that's like in the same sort of vein as us, like maybe Urban Dance Squad or Fishbone or whoever. The thing is, it always boils down to one thing, and it just boils down to like musicians playing in bands that have heart and have dedication and stick to what they do, and you know, put their entire selves into it and make all the sacrifices that a musician needs to make to really make good art.
It just seems to me so natural that someone who liked Metallica would like Jane's Addiction, or so, you know what I mean? Somebody who liked a lot of different things would be able to get together and listen in, unfortunately.
Well, you know, people don't have open minds. I mean, lucky for us, we're able to get into Billie Holiday and the Velvet Underground and the Germs and Metallica and James Brown.
How do you guys feel about quote-unquote alternative music?
To me, like when I think about like categories of music and someone says alternative music, I mean, I guess that's what we fit into because we don't sound like Bon Jovi or we don't sound like Belle Biv DeVoe. But, you know, at the same time, it's like I think of alternative music and I think, oh, well, that means there's either a girl in the band or they're from England and they have funny little haircuts.
But it's always a good sign when a band that are true to themselves into their art, like Nirvana, you know, can completely rise above and come out of nowhere and just sail to the top like that. I mean, that's like a good little stab of hope for all the other grovelers out there who want to do what they do and not change it to fit any sort of preconceived formula and try to make it in the music business. Because if you can make it without ever, you know, having to compromise your true love in life, then, you know, that's the only way to do it.